Hi there and welcome to the channel. I'm Slate and today I am joined by Motorbike. We are going to talk about our defense lineups for our faction GvG Brawl, which is going to be happening live today, 6 to 8 p.m. BST, 5 to 7 p.m. UTC, and 1 to 3 p.m. EST.
Google World Maps. This is how you will know when we'll be here, and look for the notification bell. It will tell you your time.
Yes. Because what we're going to do is the first hour is going to be on my channel, and Mike is going to try and defeat these defenses that we're going to show, and then the next hour is going to be me on his channel trying to beat his defenses. So yeah, but what we thought we'd do with this video is talk through our reasoning, talk through stuff, because obviously, like Mike, you know, we were talking, and I'm sure you get this a lot as well, as people asking, well, how do you make a defense, right?
Yes, I will say this, not like this, but I'm kidding. No. In the Brawl, there's some limits to how we can build our teams out, but you do see a lot of the steps that we're going to give along the way. There's some tips we kind of throw in there too. There's a lot of stuff you learn as you watch it, and plus you get to have some fun, and you get to see what happens to these poor teams when we go against them. So it should be pretty interesting.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So just to remind everyone of the rules, we have 4 factions each that we have to make a GvG tower defense, because we're just going to do it for this brand new map. We have to use 3 out of the 5 have to be of that faction. You can only use lords of the faction that you have, but you don't have to use lords. So I've broken Mike's heart here, because it means his beloved Cyrus, because I got Esotericist, is not going to get shown at all.
And the worst part is I didn't even trade, and I could have traded.
You could have traded. I offered you Esotericist for Piercer and you said no. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just stick with the snipers. I don't know.
So anyway, what team do you actually want to start with? Whose team should we go for? What one are you thinking?
Okay, so I think we should start. If we're going with your teams, I'm going to go with the team that I want to miss the most, and that's Esoteric.
Okay,
so
cool.
I really want to see what you put together with them, or what we have in mind, or what's like the fundamentals.
Amazing, right? Okay, so Esoteric, right?
Yes. Look, you already have Elowen. Like this is all. This is already that place.
So we are going to go with Cyrus.
You do have Cyrus. Crap.
Of course I have Cyrus.
I didn't even know you had Cyrus.
Of course I have Cyrus.
You know what? To be fair, this is good, because you said you figured out how to bomb him, and that terrorized me. So I was like, okay, yeah. I'm going to stick with Pierces.
I figured out how to bomb Cyrus, which was quite fun actually.
The fall of their eyes.
So here's the thing. So with Cyrus, I have my tank. So that's, you know, when we talk about, just before we get started, before we talk about this specific team, just to go over what I would say are the general rules for a GvG defense. You want a tank, you want a healer, you want something that hits air, something that does magic damage, and you need to sort of cover AoE as well as single target, and you need a flex spot. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Now we have our tank. That's very good. Now, the thing that's quite cool about Esoteric is we've got a lot of magic options.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have
good ones too.
Boreas, who's fantastic, and we also now have Anora, and we have I as well. I is surprisingly good. So
yes,
I'm actually thinking of going with Anora.
Can you not think about that? I'm kidding.
Just a little bit.
This team is gonna be so crazy to go against. Okay,
so,
Flipper, yeah. you are definitely playing. You got Flip on your account?
Yeah,
awesome.
That was really weird actually. So I got her the weekend she accidentally got released, and I summoned her, and I was like, who on earth is this? She's not even in the gallery or anything. So yeah, I'm one of the few people that has Philippa on the account, and it's a bit weird to be completely honest. But yeah, now here's the thing that's kind of cheeky.
Oh my gosh, you actually could build like almost a whole team with this.
Lily, here's the thing, right?
Wait. There's a caveat here. Does she try to revive the minions?
No. No.
Okay, good. Oh wait, that doesn't make it better for me. Okay, but okay, good.
No. So here's the thing. There are 3 healers. If we look at the 3 healers that you've got as an option for an Esoteric team, Eloin obviously is a fantastic healer, and she also brings in that rage regen. We love rage regen. Ezrin, interestingly enough, when paired with Cyrus, because he has this thing, his passive, where he can only do a here on this where is it? Here, the talent. Damage taken at any time will not exceed 6% max HP. That really can help Cyrus. That Lily is so disgustingly good in GvG.
Yes.
Like,
yes, she is.
Genuinely disgustingly good because of this death save that she's got. So...
And it's a cooldown of 1 freaking minute.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
She gets it right back in GvG.
It's ridiculous. So, I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to go Cyrus, Anora, and Lily for this team, because Cyrus doesn't actually have his unkillable, like a passive, like a Brokir or a Baron or something else that you want to use. So even though he's got the skeletons, which are really good, he himself doesn't have it. So I kind of want that death save from Lily.
I kind of don't.
Yeah,
but...
I know. So, but if we look at what this team's now missing,
man.
we've got our tank, we have our mage, but not like necessarily AoE mage. We have Lily, and so what we're really missing here is some physical damage, as well as something kind of flexing. So
yeah, Ardeth and George. There we go.
yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Good suggestion.
Right?
Just throwing us out there.
Good suggestion. So I'm actually thinking we could bring in Arrogance, because he's always a nice little sneak.
Yes.
And
I still need him.
yeah, and then some kind of archer. Now Hatsit would be great, but I'm very worried about like repeating heroes actually. So hang on a minute. I need to no. We need to like
There's a challenge with that too. So here's a challenge I ran into. My 4th team has guys from my 3rd team. And so I couldn't choose them to put them down. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make it more difficult. I'm just going to work with I'm just going to work within the limits of the 2 teams and not put like the same champion in 3 things.
Well, this thing, so this is actually something we should talk about and decide, is how many teams can we put a hero in? Because if I look at the 2 weak teams that I've got, Infernal and Watchguard, and the fact I've got Nightmare, I could use Arrogance in all 3 teams, which kind of seems a little boring.
Yes, you could.
To be completely
That's
honest.
not boring. It's exciting for me as I panic through it.
No, it's not.
But as I panic my way through it. But
so
I think if we put a limit of, you can use the same hero 2 times.
2 times. Okay, cool. So
yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's fair as well. I think that's fair. So can we not start with these Esoterics? Because I've now got to think about it.
A few moments later.
Right, I think we're going to start with the Watchguards, because that is the worst team I'm going to put out there. Just straight up. I have no options. If I had a Regulus, it would make sense, right? It could make sense. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just do an Epics only team, which is going to be painful. But they did buff the Watchguard Lord bonus, so it now does like 30% more damage.
This is nice.
So I'm going to bring in, as my 3 Watchguard, Ein, Iona, and Brienne.
So I'm going to take those points, and when I take those points, I'm going to loosen up. I'm
going to use
Interestingly
Baron.
enough, I have like a ton of Ein's exclusives, like a lot of them.
I don't even
no
know if he's
reason.
leveled. Like, genuinely, between now and when we go live, I have to level him, because I don't think he's leveled. Legit.
I'm the same way. He's like level 50.
I don't even know his level 50. I don't even know his kit. I don't know if he's skilled. I don't know things. But if I look at my options, genuinely, I could dump
I'm
him.
just neglected.
I could dump in. I could bring in Livian as a tank, but she's a terrible tank, so there's no point doing that.
Yeah.
And
Well, she won't need rage regen, that's for sure.
it's just not. So
She shows up
yeah.
angry.
And Lightlock is a healer in GvG. No, thank you. That'd be so bad. So I think what I'm going to do is these guys, and then what I need to work out is whether I bring in Lily or I bring in Hollow. And I think because I know I want to use Lily for Nightmare and Esotericist, I'm going to bring in Hollow. And I would just like to take... Sorry, yep.
You know who I'm concerned about? I hope I never run into in GvG. I hope I never run into an A5 Torador with a Lily. That's just what I'm going to put out there. I hope never.
It's horrible.
One day it's going to exist, and I don't want to be a part of it.
I've faced it. It's horrible.
Oh.
Like,
and you don't know it's A5, do you? You can't tell. No. You just...
Nope. Oh.
See,
it makes me cry. It makes me cry. It's that difficult. So yeah, so basically this team here is for when you have just heard of the word Guild Wars and you have no idea what it is and you go, you know what, I'm going to make the world's worst first team. Actually, this is a good first team. Like this is so bad. So,
but according to anybody high in GvG, this is the world's worst team. But if you are starting GvG, the composite, like the composition is here. So you have the stuff that you need to start with. Like you have the roles accounted for. Unfortunately, they're going to get steamrolled.
Like I would love to see you try and beat this with rare demon soldiers only, because I think you could. Like genuinely.
Don't do that. No. Actually, probably good.
Like genuinely,
like I have the idea in my head of how to do
it.
Like
legit, like you could do this with rare demon soldiers only. I really want to see that happen because
I may actually have to do that.
Actually, please
if
do that. If
this is the team, I'll figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, this will be the team. So, because Ein is...
Oh my gosh. Rare only, that's a challenge. Okay. He does nothing. But he's here. Ein is like the mascot of the guild, like of the faction. He's there for display purposes and encouragement. Oh my gosh! I'm thinking of that cat that's like crying, we're giving a thumbs up. Just sending him off to war. No gear. It's just there. Okay. I see the first team. I can see some
but look, in terms of placements, you've got your marksman coming down first burst damage, you have your mage, healer is in everyone's range. It's a good block count and it's further away. You could bring them down the bottom here, but no one's got the extended range because we don't have a Piercer Lord. So you're going to beat this with rare demon soldiers and we're going to laugh and it's going to be great.
Problem is some of my rare demon soldiers are going to die. It's going to still happen. There's still going to be some dead.
Yeah, so that is my Watchguard team.
I'm going to send Maul.
Just send in
just
one more.
Just send them all. He just walks down the street and just bullies everything. I will be working overtime to keep that team alive. Oh my gosh. Hey, Panda.
You can do it.
He's like, I'm going to reset. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Very important question. Who do we put for the Infernals? Huh?
Roar.
Do you think you could make an Infernal team? Do you think you could do an Infernal team? I think you could. Do you want Hex? Or do you want Orym? Oh, she picked Hex. Right.
Hex apparently was coated in cheese recently.
Exactly. So, according to my dog, like I said, I'm not using Twin Fiend because he's terrible.
Fortune teller.
The dog has picked Zilla2, Hex, and Farsi. So we're going to bring in Brock as our saving grace for a tank.
Yeah, he's going to work though.
Yeah.
Problem is he's just such a good freaking tank. He makes any team better. Like he's never a bad choice. There's really a time where Brock here is a bad choice for GvG. Like he's just great.
Bring my microphone back in case none of that got recorded. This is a bad team. This is a bad team because Hex doesn't reach in front, which means you'd be relying on just Zilla 2 for damage. And the problem with...
It's a shame I have no advice to give right now.
None whatsoever. No. Now I could put Zilla 2 here so that she does hit that one square, because obviously when she's in her ult, she's fine. Like, she'll be ulting, she'll be good. If I move her back one, she will only be hitting... Oh no, she won't. Yeah.
That's kind of cool seeing the old Zilla 2 and the new Zilla 2. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Because this is where I'd want to put Brock, you see. Right? So there's space, so you couldn't, like, sneakily bomb me.
Because I would think of it. I would think of it, yes.
I mean, you still could bomb me. That is still a possibility.
No spoiler alert, but there may be some foreshadowing here, folks.
So yeah, actually, I think we're going to do a bottom placement. I think it's the smartest. I don't think it is smart, but I think it's the smartest option. Right.
It's not the smartest, but it's not smart.
See, the thing is, if I had Ajax, like, and also, by the way, Ajax does not count as your faction. He can be one of your extras, but he does not count as a faction. That's cheating.
Thank the Lord. Literally, thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right. So
because I had a team and I took him out of the team because I was like, is this a disqualification? Or so he's going back.
No. So
Farsi's going right back.
Farsi's going there. That's easy. Now the question is whether, because Hex is not going to hit in front anyway, I'm wondering if I put, these are the two positions that I think Hex could be in, because there is no point putting him here. He's going to get squished. So I'm thinking, actually, let's think about how I would attack this team, right? I'd wait out Zilla 2's ult, because then I could go through. So actually, having Hex there, he would then cover Zilla 2 after she's ulted.
No, it's gonna. That won't happen.
It won't work. No. So yeah, so
listen to the strategy, just thwarting it at every turn.
Well, this is the thing. Like, this is when you make a defense, you immediately go, "How would I beat it?" So, you know,
exactly.
I know exactly how to beat this team. Legit.
That's an interesting spot to be.
Like, this is how you beat it. But I think that's the best I'm gonna come up with, to be completely honest. And
look, the good thing is
bad.
Once I crush this team, I'm gonna be able. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna tell you now.
The good thing is this is 1 of 4.
Yeah, I tell you what though, I will be mildly disappointed if you don't beat 3 of these teams, because like.
I got my eyes fixed on at least 2 of them. I know I'm gonna have a good time again.
You got 2 wins right here. Watchguard and Infernal. Yeah.
Like when I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, okay, all right. This is gonna be fun. Okay, good.
I'm gonna have to make them so fast. Yeah, it's the only thing that's gonna save me is speed. I'm gonna have to make like 500-600 speed Hex.
And that's what's interesting about this too. So like, we're not going over how the champions are built. We're just doing the placements. So we have no idea what artifact you're gonna use or what special way you're gonna twist this around. And you know, that's the stuff that I don't think we should show that. That should be kind of like our secret weapon.
No, that can be like this sort of like post-game review. It's like, well, how did you actually build these guys? Because you never got into.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Yada yada yada.
Exactly, because the whole point is that when you do GvG, you don't know how the other team's geared. You don't even know what awakenings there are or anything. So
look at us making these awesome rules as we proceed.
Yeah, cool. Okay, moving on. Interlude.
I am going to beat that team though, just so you know.
Oh, yeah. Mike, Like, I could beat that team blindfolded backwards.
Exactly. You probably could.
It's so bad.
Sacrifices had to be made.
Nightmare. Now, if I had a Torador...
You know, the funny part about this is, for those of y'all that don't know this, we're making this video right now, and we probably got to take these champions right back off, like right after we're done recording to get ready for the next GvG, or they're going to go in as our actual defenses. Oh,
Could you imagine they'd be like, and they'd be like, excuse me, Slate, what the hell do you think you're doing putting up an epics only team? We're up against mad, you know?
I'm here to defy the odds.
I would be slaughtered.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, to be fair, they beat me anyway, so it's fine. Right, so, Nightmare, if I had a Torador, you wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm glad that that bull has not showed up.
Oh, I'm so sad. I really, really want him. So we are going to do, obviously, Arrogance, obviously, Hatsit, bring in Wrath.
Yes.
I wish it was a thing.
They really, at some point in time, they need some kind of a healer. Like, Volka's trying, but it's not enough.
No. We could go full Nightmare and go Baron Lily. Like, we could do full Nightmare. Could do that.
But should you do that? I don't know.
Well, if I had Torador, it'd be fine.
Yeah, you'd be good.
I'd be good, because then I'd have like the Lord thing and the thing. Yeah, that makes sense.
I
doesn't
don't
it?
realize how good Torador actually changes a Nightmare team. I don't realize how. I know it's good, but it's one of those things you don't know it until you've seen it in action. You just know of it.
He makes it go from like good to god tier, like absolutely insane. So I think what I'm gonna do is the very classic OG Nightmare comp: Wrath, Arrogance, Baron, Hatsit, and my girl Lily, to keep them all alive.
I despise this team. I despise this team.
Yeah, it's pretty
so
good.
much because of Lily.
Right?
Only because of Lily.
So here's the interesting thing. If you had a Torador, you would do this like bottom placement, right? Because this is beautiful.
Because you don't have to go in the back area then, yeah.
Stuff like that. But Wrath here just becomes dead space. So I'm not actually sure the best way to lay this out. I think we're gonna have to go again for... See, the thing is, it's like if I use my Wrath, either way, he's not gonna get used
safe
anyway.
He's just not safe.
He's just not gonna get used. So I'm almost tempted to do something completely stupid.
Yeah, put Wrath right where Baron is and put Baron by the crystal.
Just be like, wee!
Sabotaging at its finest.
Just let's put Baron here, facing that way, and we can put Arrogance there, and we can put Wrath here and then we can put Lily up here, and we could put Hatsit facing that way. Look good?
You literally put Wrath in the corner like he's an old piece of armor being set apart. He got put away like a coat rack. He is armor.
I think this team looks good. No one's hitting anything.
We're gonna call this the open sesame comp.
All you have to do is get through Wrath.
It's like you were coming to fight a GvG defense, but you interrupted a party.
Yeah. Actually, we could do...
over getting like cheese nips and stuff.
I tell you what we could try. Something that Ronaldo hypothesized was this setup. And putting...
Understandable.
And putting Wrath or a melee fighter here.
That's a good damage dealer there.
Right? So... I've never seen it in action. Genuinely never seen it in action, which means there's probably a reason it's never been in action.
I've only seen it in action with Jiro, because Jiro's able, like, if you time it right or you have like a Lily involved in there, she could do a pretty good job against like even a bomb, because she just doesn't die. But that's if it's a failed bomb comp and it only hit the tank. She could survive that bomb hit.
Where do I put Hatset? She's too vulnerable there.
Yes, she is not too vulnerable there.
Not too. So that's where Hatset needs to be. Yeah. That's where Hatset needs to be. So that if you have a chance of getting through Baron, you're going to be wiped by her ult. Like, that's a plan. So, then, do I protect Wrath? Or do I protect Hatset? Probably Wrath, to be honest.
I can't wait to see which one you pick because I have an answer for both options, so I'm so ready. I'm not doing all rares on this team.
No! I care more about Hatset than I do about Wrath. So
You all do. That's why they gave him a skin.
So bad.
But then Hatset has a skin.
PSA, everybody watching this going, oh my goodness, I thought Slate knew how to do GvG. Yeah.
This is intentional.
Don't do this team.
GvG 101. Do not do
Don't
this
do these teams. Don't do these teams. Don't do them. Don't even think about it. Don't try. Okay? Don't do it. That's how you know I know about GvG, because I'm telling you, don't do it.
Don't do what I'm doing. This is the bad parent. Don't do what I'm doing. Do what I said. Don't do this.
Right. Okay. Moving swiftly onwards. Right. Okay. Fine. Now we get to talk about my final team. My one hope of possibly doing something. my saving grace, the chance, the possibility. Now, have I already used Lily twice? Yeah, I have, haven't I? Yeah.
Yes, you have. You sure have. She's used up.
Yeah, because I used her for Nightmare and Watchguard, didn't I? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
A pity. A pity.
A pity. What a shame. So we're going to go with Eill here, who again is absolutely disgusting in GvG, so I don't mind. Now, the question is, do I bring in good old Boreas or the new disgusting mage, Anora? And I think I want to bring in Anora and showcase just how horrible she is in GvG.
The crazy thing about, it's also crazy because Cyrus, if y'all are not summoning this weekend, I'm just going to call it like it is. You crazy. Get Cyrus on your account. The way his synergy, I mean, I'm going to say, Praetor is probably going to have better synergy, sure, but the way he wakes up esoteric teams is the best. In my personal opinion, he's my favorite defender. Brokir is probably a better defender, but Cyrus is just, everything he brings to a team is just insane.
What do... Now, I think that here's the thing. I know I want these 3 units, so I'm actually going to deploy them and then see the spaces to see who I want to bring in as the other 2. This is a little tip. If you are doing something and you're not sure about stuff, bring in the units you know you want to place, play with them, and then you can go, oh, well, I need something that is going to have this range for this spot, right? So, Cyrus is going here. Absolutely. Which means Eill.
I love that Cyrus is famous for not facing the fight. He's famous for looking away from the fight.
And a lot of people ask, why on earth would you place him away from the fight? And it's because of his skeletons. So because his skeletons take damage for him, a lot of people go, well, why wouldn't you put that in front? But the thing is that other heroes can then, or the demon soldiers can then kill the skeletons, so you're not then getting that shared damage. So funnily enough, what you want to do is face Cyrus away so that he gets the hitting, that damage gets shared by the skeletons in front, and then
and he's still getting healed.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. He's still getting healed, he's then mitigating his own damage and stuff like that. So that's why you face Cyrus away from things.
I learned something else too, and it upset me in a GvG. I learned that Cyrus can counter Maul.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that confused because I was like, okay, I'll just put a hole in him. Nope. It did not occur. Maul stood there and got hit more. So it was very interesting to see that. Like, for those that don't know, yeah, your champions have unyielding and whatever, they don't die or have shields, whatever. Cyrus makes minions, which are his shields, and his unyielding are his minions. Cyrus is actually immortal if his minions are on the map.
Yeah.
Like, he cannot be killed if the minions are on the map, unless it's like a campaign wipe mechanic or something. He actually cannot be killed.
Yeah, that comes down to like a BP difference. Like if you get to the point where you've got insane BP, then you can absolutely do it. But yeah, it's very hard to. Funnily enough, without an unyielding, Cyrus is very hard to kill. So this is what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Now, Anora is vulnerable, but you have to still get past my Cyrus in order to hit her. Her little ice dragon will pop out. And so basically I have these 2 platform units here to have some fun. This one I definitely need to get all the units down. And then I've got something else coming next to things. So what I'm gonna do,
that Dahlia Cyrus combo is just nuts. Like, by itself, good lord.
The thing is, I would love to use Pelagios because he is so disgusting in GvG, like so disgusting, and he hasn't had the light day. And I have Arbiters. So
I mean, we agreed on this. We agreed on this when it was against me. So I mean, I think which is so crazy to think about. Like, what are the odds? That I literally was like, this team is going to suck. Like, it's going to be terrible.
And then you pull Pope. It's amazing. It's so cool. It's so cool.
On a different banner, on a banner for a different champion.
It's amazing. Have you got a Pelagios though?
No, that's what I'm summoning this weekend. I need fish sticks. I need him to join my account.
So I think I'm going to use a Sargak because Sargak is disgusting in GvG. And he'll be my pissy. And then I want some AoE, just annihilation. Like absolute annihilation. So funnily enough, I think I might, I've never tried this. I'm kind of tempted to see what this would do.
If you've never tried it, try it today. Yes.
Yes.
I'm in favor of that. Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling this team. I don't know.
I think my Sargat is built improperly because he is not doing the damage that I want him to do. It's a me thing. I don't know what it is. I got to figure out what it is, little boy.
Yeah. But part of me is just wondering whether I bring in Boreas instead of
the EMP.
Pelagios with the EMP and the control. Yeah, because I'm not.
It's funny because there's so much give and take with Boreas because like you're not even counting on anything but his other ability. Like you're not even counting the ult helps it, but you're more so counting on the ability popping as often as possible.
Yeah, but I think because
and that's really time gated.
Because I have the Lord bonus, I think I'm gonna give it a go, and then definitely need some physical damage. I've already used Hatset in Infernal, so I can't use her for a third team. So it's gonna have to be Sargak. It's gonna have to be Sargak, basically. And
it's not like he doesn't do the damage. Like he does the work.
Oh, he's disgusting. Like, no, we want Boreas. Oh no! I'm gonna put a Nora that way.
What's crazy about her is like she does so much freaking damage, and we're like, oh, but she can't get buffed. Like she doesn't need it. She is essentially putting your mage with like a decent amount of invig wherever you put her. It's just great damage. Awesome.
Cool. I think that's gonna be my Esoteric team. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm kind of jealous.
I'm not sure.
I'm kind of jealous. Mainly because you have use of Cyrus and also because you have Elowen, so
it's a good combo. They are a very good combo, that's for sure. So yeah, again, this is not a team I've ever tried or tested.
But it's usable. Like the rage regen itself
but
is
this
just...
like, yeah, to me this looks like a team that could work. Let's put it that like it's got all the components. It's got enough kind of different things. Like, this could work.
I gotta say this too, for those folks, I know the comment section is ready. Like, there's some fingers cracking, some actuallys ready. They're ready. I know. Y'all are coming up with the idea 20 minutes after you watched the video and tested it in battles.
Oh yeah, once it's done, be like, well, why didn't you put them here?
With
this is a much better place. I'm like, oh, I should have done that, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay, never mind.
He's like, you should have used this champion. We're like, well, per the rules.
You know,
that's what makes it fun, is playing with the handicap.
I'd use Praetus, like, genuinely, but he's a lord.
Just put him everywhere.
Yeah, I'd use a Raka. She's a lord. So yeah, there are a lot of other things that could be done, but
that was the hardest hit for me though. That was the hardest hit when I found out I could. Because it's funny, when we made the video, I didn't realize I couldn't use Cyrus yet. I didn't realize, like, okay, yeah, cool. I just want to use him for that team. And he's like, oh no, you cannot use Cyrus. I was like, oh sweet lord.
No lords. No lords.
That's my boy.
We are now on Mike's account. A few technical problems to solve later. And now we are going to go over his defensive lineups that he's got in store. So bring them on. Let's see what you're gonna do.
Yes. Okay, so judge me, because some of these teams are terrible. But there are some that are actually okay. They're good. I'm actually doing them in the reverse order that I made them, because it would take longer to put the first two back in. I'll put the first two back in after I show these next two. So, my guild, this is not my actual defense for the next GvG. This is for the Faction Brawl, my guys. So you'll see it on YouTube.
Oh, guys.
Let's see here. So you see I got my battles to do too. We're not doing too bad. I think it's gonna be a good match. We're gonna have fun there.
Yeah.
So team number 1. This is my first comp, and I have a concern about the team, but I like the way the team is organized. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So first team is my Northerners team. Of course, I was going to use that Lord because I had to find. The thing is, I want to get the shields to keep them staying in the fight for a long time. I'm hoping, sweet Lord, I'm hoping Vortex can handle the workload. I'm not entirely sure if he can. Does Ajax count as a champion for the faction, since his ability goes to every faction?
No.
You said no?
No.
Okay.
You can have more Brokir and Haas if you want, because you don't have Valkyrie, do you?
No, I don't. And
No.
I saw you pull her today on account you won't use her.
I was so sad. Like, genuinely getting her on my Epics account, which is lovely. Like, don't get me wrong, but it kind of hurt because I want her on my main to get her A5. So, yeah. I mean, who are your Northern options?
Well, actually, I didn't mention this yet in the video, so they're just going to see a spoiler alert. I pulled her on a random batch of summons.
That was quite cool.
I think I sent it to you too. I was like, just your friendly reminder, just always use that 2x banner, and I just happened to pull her, and I always wanted her. I'll be more concerned about single target damage, and so I will focus on a single target healer. But I already have 3 Northerners, so let's just go with just regular healers here, and I would probably have to go with, to get the ults faster, I'm thinking between either a Hollow or I can't use Leia.
No, but where's your Lily?
My Lily is, oh, that's the fun thing. Lily is on the other team, so I cannot use her in this team because she's occupied on the other roster.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I mean, Leia did get the buff, but she's a Lord, so you can't use her. So
Exactly. So I would say in this case, I would probably say it would be a good idea to use an Ezra. Mainly because of one reason which I will not disclose, but him being able to get maybe like, how many reasons could there be, right? It's not very far. But Ezra would be good here. I'm not going to explain why because I so want to. You know me. I like to dig into the reason why I did all these decisions. And then you're like, oh, I got the strategy guide against this team. This is team number 1. This is the Northerners team. Maul, Hars, Brokir, Ajax, and Ezra. And I think that this team is going to do an interesting job. I so want to explain it, and I should really stop trying to explain it in my head.
Explain it, because I'm interested to see, because I'd like to hear your reasoning, because I'm looking at it being like, okay.
Destroy my team tomorrow. Okay. I will say why I chose this team. I chose this team for multiple reasons. One, I did not realize the actual range of Maul's ultimate. It is way more than I thought it was initially.
You can click
so
on
the
it.
The regular attack is here. Maul's ultimate. That is Maul's ultimate.
Yeah. It's nuts.
It's crazy range. It's nuts.
Absolutely
and
nuts.
He gets it fairly quickly, even without having extra rage regen. He still gets it fairly quickly. My focus is getting a group at Brokir and letting my damage dealers do their job. And last spoiler, the reason why I wanted to do it as well is that's also included range, which is a lot of area to be able to cover. And I do hope that Ajax is able to carry the load here. I think it's still going to be a challenge because Hars is literally doing nothing, and I'm considering replacing him. When I say he's literally doing nothing, he is unemployed on this entire comp. He is gainfully unemployed. He has no job.
Well, why not use him as the tank instead of Brokir?
Because King Hard was not the tank.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can use, yeah, no.
And it was interesting too. I learned this as well. He resists a lot of physical damage. He does not resist nearly as much magic damage. And so his shields are actually not shield, but his entire comp is very dependent on the type of damage you do to him. Magical damage kind of wrecks him because all of his extra resistances go towards physical. Yeah, and I didn't realize I kept this kit, and I was like, oh crap, this is kind of one-sided. So if I were to make one adjustment, I gotta make it with the Northerners though.
We can always circle back. Because I was a mess trying to show off my teams because I was like, oh no, but I don't know about this team and I don't know about that team. So
the comp romp. I'll circle back. So don't judge me. I so want this to work. I so want this team to work. I so do. And it's such a bad yet fun idea. Huh?
I almost spat out my water.
You almost spat out your water. See? That's the quality I'm sending, folks. Black.
Mike, I can't let you submit that. I can't.
Yeah, I know. And it's mainly because of a certain champion that just makes everything fall apart. And also because I'm trying way too many of the same faction, the same team. I need to rotate. So, you guys know what I was trying to do. I was still trying to do it. I don't see it working.
Can't let you do that.
I so enjoy this guy.
I mean, you can use him.
Just hasn't.
Please use a different tank.
But Lilith, but the tank has got to go. And I did go with the other option here. We're pretending that Hars is. Wait a minute. Let me check this.
No, okay,
let me see.
So, Mike, literally a team of Hars, Vortex, Valkyra, Maul, and Hatsu. I mean, I did beat
only
it.
Valkyra existed.
I mean, I did beat it, but like, it was with a Maul, so it was quite tough. I mean, you can use Vortex. Like, basically, I would say if you're using Hars as a primary tank, you use Vortex. So you could, if you want to change your Northern team, you could do Hars, Vortex, Maul, and then bring in.
Oh man, that makes me nervous. We're going back to the Northern team then.
Yeah.
If we're going back to the Northern team, then in that case, I will probably save Broke here. I know, right?
Genuinely.
Thank you.
Like, why am I making my life harder?
I so want this guy to work. He has some good ideas, but he's cursed. And you know what the curse is.
Yeah, why am I giving you ideas? This is...
I don't know, but I love it.
I'm
You're such a friend.
self-sabotaging myself here. So yeah, Vortex, Maul, and King Haas. And that is going to be near impossible to beat without a Maul. So...
Yeah. Because they're going to hold the fort down.
Yeah, I'm
provided
scuppered.
I get some good attack speed on Vortex. So I'm obviously rewriting this team, and I'm using the video for my way to view this team again. I'm going to screenshot it for the culture.
Why did I do this?
Literally how you make. That's literally how you make. You don't understand how many times I've used that to make content.
No, but like,
That by itself.
why did I just literally tell you how to like? Oh, it made my life harder.
You know what's funny? You actually made it very good because I was seriously thinking that I have to have Brokir in there, but this makes it very interesting.
No, but
Very
now it means I'm
interesting.
going to come up against I'm going to come up against 3 northern tanks out of 4 of your teams.
Yeah. But you know what though? To make it fair, what I agree on in this video is what I have to use. To say that is what I have to use.
At least I know you haven't got an A5 Brokir, so it's okay.
Crazy part is A4. He's like right there.
Oh,
But I still summon tomorrow morning, so we don't know.
don't you dare. Don't you dare get an A5
I'm right
Brokir.
for the video to get extra Pope.
I will cry.
Pope with the Pope.
I will cry.
Who did I have for this team? I had it's team 2. I have a brain fart right now. That's what I have. I was using this gentleman here, and I know this is almost sabotage because I have to remember these teams. You could be like, some people are like, oh, you used that guy 3 times. It's like, you know what? Got flustered. Nah, my focus is just using twice. See. And now our last one was a way to wreck this entire setup, and I have to remember what faction they're in. I would assume they're in one faction, but they are in another. No, wait. They're in it. Just because I love seeing this comp. If I could figure out a way to make this work.
Okay, I'm going to be saved on the placements. It's fine. I'm not going to tell you how to place these ones. Absolutely not.
Good. Because I know you want to. I know you absolutely want to. Because this guy is going to... Well, I'm thinking, no. I think I'm actually going to bring it out here. This case... Nope. Still can tap, nice, and that covers them all.
You did it.
But
you did the placement I wanted you to.
As soon as I looked, I was like, well, it's not that defense anymore. I might as well just put them in where everybody can get to work. It has its challenges. I won't say what they are. We'll discover as we play the content during the GvG Brawl.
And I'm meant to beat
will enjoy
this
that.
without more.
I think you can. I don't know. I think you can. I have an idea of how you could do it. I just... Now we're talking about the Aracha girl. Spicy Aracha.
Spicy.
I wonder if they meant that for like sriracha sauce, but they could have. I don't know. So, I had something I had in mind, and I can't remember what it was, and that's not good. Oh wait, the power of the screenshot. Yeah, so this was the one that allowed me to get my broker back in there because I wasn't able to put them on the other team.
Yeah.
A little bit more tankiness in there, but
Now you need a healer.
one, yeah. Like it's a lot of options coming out right now other than staying alive. Excuse me. But I will say, I only have her used once in the other team. It would fit here. I realized the one team that I didn't have together was the cultist team. And that's why I kept looking for the image for it, and I didn't have an image in there. So this would be decent team. Problem is I don't have the magic damage that I would want to do. That's 3 physical target damage dealers. And if I'm gonna have magic, I have to also have magic AoE. And that's what Kai kind of craps the pooch, because physical damage, not amazing. Magical damage, non-existent. But he has great trap synergy.
it.
So
Try it.
Hmm?
Just try it. it, you know? Just give it a go.
Of course. I can hear it in your voice. So I don't know. This is challenge. So I am going to do an all rares team against one of your teams. Was it Watcher?
Yeah, because I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
think you
do
should
all
be able
rares
to
against
have
that
like.
one.
I was thinking about this, and I thought actually it's a little unfair. So I'll say that you have to have like 3 rares on the
For
team.
your team.
Well, I'm just trying to think who
I'm
you would
joking.
like attack with rares. So I think you should have some epics. I don't know.
Yeah.
See
like
how
one at
challenging
least.
you want to make it, but like I was thinking about what
The rare
demon
options of
soldiers.
attackers aren't high. There aren't a lot.
No, and even though it's a terrible team,
It can still die. It can still win if you don't know what you're doing.
and if you use like super weak soldiers, so basically I'm trying to set you up to win.
Right. You're on my side, right?
That's the problem.
In
Is
this
like
case,
you want your friends to succeed, so I'm sitting here being like,
that's exactly the problem I have right now.
you gotta win.
I want you to succeed. Like, so, like, I keep sabotaging myself by like, this is idea, and you're doing the same thing. Content creation at its finest, folks.
When we talked about sabotaging, we didn't think self-sabotage was the
Exactly. It's not the sabotaging we had in mind. Okay. If I were to change this team up, one thing, it's sad because I want to make this guy work, but I don't know if this is the comp to do it with.
So what are you gonna choose?
Um,
I mean, you can try it.
So-
Like, you don't have to do magic damage. Like, I could do a no magic team against you. Because we've already put the limits on your Watcher. If you want to show that off, but like, that is weak to magic.
That makes you feel better, much better.
But like, I could do a no magic team against that.
I'd be interested. You're still gonna wipe the floor with them because I see the weakness in the strategy already. But I know what I have to do, and this is gonna be very unconventional. It's gonna be very unconventional. So are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do it, and you may laugh. You're going to laugh, but I'm thinking about positionings first. When the position's in the right spot, then I should be okay. If they're not, I'm going to screw this over. I'm going to make this change. I'm going to see. Just going to test it. Now I got to realize the range is shorter though, so that's going to be a challenge. That's the biggest issue I have now is his range. Well, other biggest issue is the comp, but I'm going to put our healer. She cannot reach our tank there, and that's going to cost us there. Now I'm back at odds again. So here's the issue. I'm going to actually give an idea of what the challenge was that I had before.
I think this is a great idea.
What's that?
I think this is a great idea.
He's laughing uncontrollably.
It's a
great
idea. Don't use Araka. The best GvG, one of the best GvG units. Don't use her at all.
So I'll explain my idea, and then I will definitely not do it because. All right, so the idea was to create a trap team, but it probably would have been better with Amari, to be honest. That allows Silas's ult to come back often, but the problem is greed is fat in the way, and without that range bonus, it makes it very difficult for this to really be a competent team.
Yeah.
Especially because you start having champions that can get sniped. Let's not save the settings. Let's back out of that. It was a good idea until she said you should do it. Once you said I should do it, I said I should not do it. All right. I don't know why my team backed out again.
Self-sabotage. I might self-sabotage, but I'm not going to let you self-sabotage.
You can't let me do it.
No.
All right, back to my team here. Dude, I don't think I can make Kai work. At least for this. Wait a second. Wait a minute. What's that little kid? Hold on. Wait a minute. Who are you? I got an idea. I have an idea. And I have used them in a comp. Did I use Lydian's team 1? The Frost team? I don't think so.
No.
Okay. So this is my Lily
You
team
used
number
Vortex. Remember, you did Vortex, Haas, and Maul as your 3.
Yeah, that was my free up. And then, but even though I know there's a challenge here, I know somebody's gonna watch this video and say, "You idiot! It's GvG Brawl, baby. Live on."
So the
going to
same
try to-
team, the same.
Yeah, same team.
Cool.
But we're gonna place them different because we
Okay.
cannot leave them out here. We cannot leave them to die in that corner, abandoned and untrusted. I'm considering two ideas here. First, I got to see really where placements are going to fall. That will not work for him, and he can't get placed anymore to the left hand, to the right hand. Nope. But I can put Brooke here. Let's see where you reach. And that's going to be one more tile. The problem is he's going to have a lot of those go into the This team is stained. I don't Okay. All right. So if this is our team here, Silas can still reach. He can still reach. He's going to put down multiple traps on the next 3 tiles ahead, if not the one right behind Broke here, which is going to be a little bit of RNG. I will say this. This is just so you know it. He is A5. So he can put down a ton of freaking damage.
You didn't tell me that.
He's still going to get more. Yeah, I just had to tell you now. I just want to spoil it now. Just want to say that he is A5.
All right. That is your piece.
So he's a decent Kai. He's a decent Kai.
Locked and
his
loaded.
DPS is actually, his DPS is actually not bad, but the problem that I have with this team, and you already see what the big issue is after ult DPS.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue. When this team runs out of steam, you can send birds over and they'll make it. So it's not.
You don't know babies.
You know what? This is going to be, you know what? There's going to be wins. There's going to be losses. There's also going to be lessons.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
And my wife has cooked my favorite dinner, so I'm very tempted to make this my team. Please beat this team, because this team is supposed to be the one I should get a real good win with.
I will cry if I don't
If
beat
you
this
lose
team.
this team.
Like,
I am very interested. I'm very interested in what Silas and Kai can do. I'm very interested. I don't think it's a lot, but I'm very interested.
That's very true. Yeah. We've been doing this for nearly 3 hours.
And this has to be edited and put out. All right, last teams. Okay, sweet Lord. We really have done this for a while. Arbiter team was pretty straightforward. I knew who I wanted for the team. Him, her. This is going to be my second team that uses this guy. Just
you're not
my
going to use
second cash
Praetus?
out.
You're not going to use Praetus?
Oh God, I thought I tapped him. Oh sweet Lord. Oh, literally, get on the team, bro. Why are you third in line?
Get the poke.
Why is he third in line?
I don't know.
What's up with your BP? Okay, his BP's up. Okay, cool. He showed up third on the list, which is really confusing just now. Now he's first on the list. All right. This was the second, and for the icing was here. So this was the actual idea I had in mind for this comp. Why did I untap? Oh, he's still here. He's still here.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's down the bottom.
All right. I want to see if I remember how I set this comp. So let's clear out. And I want to say 1, 2, in case NVIG actually works. 3.
Yeah, that's the big
4.
question, right?
Exactly. If NVIG does something, it will actually be helpful here. So this was the comp idea for the arbiters. DPS is pretty good. Anti-air is decent, not amazing, because Prey still has a lot of work cut out for him. But that
is, I have to say, that is like a prime constant spot. It's so good for constants. Like, genuinely.
You don't think about it, and then like if I wanted to put Praetus back there, I could put him back there, but he won't hit anything. But it's a good spot.
It's such a
for
good
what
spot.
she does.
Yeah, genuinely, that is such a good constant spot.
and she's going to give everybody. And the good thing is, depending on the rotation, how fast they do stuff, it could be useful. And I do think that it's going to be an interesting team because you probably still could beat it because you're amazing at the content, of course. But I do want a chance to see if Thalon actually shows up a little bit in this content because he really is. It sounds weird to say this. I call him a baby Ingrid because he has two different ways of him being used, but one's during his actual ult, and the other one is like after his ult.
Yeah,
kind of does a lot of extra stuff in his kit.
Honestly,
really cool.
If you get a Pelagios this weekend and you put Pelagios where Ezreal is, you'll have
I will change his team.
Very gnarly.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. You can't because we're locking it in. We're locking it in.
Round 2 of GvG Faction Brawl. Should fish sticks show up on my account, I'm putting the fish sticks in that spot, and he's going to get me a win. That's what's going to happen. I call him fish sticks because he's a fish, and his codex is a bunch of sticks. So he's definitely fish sticks.
He's definitely fish sticks. He's 100% fish sticks. Right, what is your final team going to be? I can't even remember
final
what you
team.
got.
Was that?
I can't even. Cursed.
Yes.
Is this one you were cooking? The hot, like.
This one, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not happy.
Oh.
I'm not happy with the results yet. I had some ideas, but the ideas aren't coming together the way that I want them to yet. There's some cool ideas, but they're not like working how I expect them to yet.
Okay.
But in this case, I had who did I have for my tank for this? I already had double broke ears. Who did I use for a tank for this content? And I couldn't have used Hearts because this was not a Hearts team. I don't trust Olog. It was Reggie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Regulus, unyielding. He's a good tank. He's a good tank.
He is. He's actually he's very slept on. Oh, Leia. I still wish I could just grab her and use her right now, but I guess not. Also, I tested it. I can't get it to work yet, so I'm going to try some rebuilding to see if it's possible. I don't believe that it can work the way that I expect it to, but I will be interested to see if Pharisee can stop a bomb comp. I don't think he can. I don't believe he can. I don't think the damage reduction is enough. I think he does way more damage through the bomb shots, and he's a single target anyway. So if they're being bombed, a lot are dying. But still, he gets Invig, which does help the team. Now,
you gotta do one more
cultist. That?
One more cultist.
Yeah. I wonder who this is gonna be. This is actually the team that I was stuck on while we were actually putting the content out.
Yeah.
So we have our defender, and there aren't a lot of physical damage dealers in cultists, and I so wanted to put her in there. I so wanted to.
Just can't
but she has no place in GvG. And I mean, even her talent gives her less health. But let's see, let me move this over here so it doesn't give me more lag. Sorry. And good. Okay. So for this team, I considered a Nora, but I need to have something good for anti-air. And there's no anti-air cultist, so I had to swap out Dahlia, who I really wanted to use, and get an anti-air unit in there. And what did I just do? Oh yeah, they're not in there. They usually are the most anti-air, but I'm sorry. No. My option was Reyes for this team. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I needed a physical damage dealer. So you see the dilemma I kept running into. Cultist is good for groups, but their anti-air is very lacking. In my personal opinion,
you have one cultist now.
Exactly. You see the work that I'm in? Like, I've backed myself out of a team. Every time I try to take one champion out, it is a cultist that has to come out.
Dude, I'm sorry. Dude. Click on your cultist. Click on your cultist. You have
it's so terrible.
Beautiful cultist team available. Genuinely.
Let me I'm actually brain farting here. Okay.
Genuinely.
I have a big roster. The problem is cultist itself has limits.
Genuine. No.
I don't trust Bjorn.
Dahlia, Hollow.
Yes.
You got to have those two, 100%, right?
Yeah. That makes our 3. Yes.
Yes. Now,
I don't know why they got Hollow yet.
But Dahlia brings in the slows, so you don't need to pair her with greed. You don't need double slows.
Exactly.
Right? So
And as much as you want to put greed in this team, it doesn't make sense to.
doesn't make sense.
That's
right?
where our physical target goes.
Doesn't make sense. Do you have an arrogance?
I do not.
Okay.
And he would have been perfect for this.
Because this is the thing, then you would basically do arrogance and Captain Reeve, and you'd have Reeve as your second tank, basically.
Yep.
And arrogance can then hit air. So what you're going to do instead is...
Because Dahlia does nothing for anti-air. And Nora does. She hits them, right? But she doesn't like... I mean, it's not nearly as much
She's
as you
good.
want.
And then you'd get rid of Boreas and you'd bring in a Piercer. Or you do double tank and bring in Reeve and then a Piercer. Like,
yeah, I know Piercer's got to be put in there.
Do you have Hatset?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why have I not shown Hatset in it? I've not shown Hatset in a team yet.
Like,
unless
Hatset
it was
is disgusting. And why am I doing this to myself? Like,
you know what it is? This is me because so for the past month, just to mention it, I've like gotten an onslaught of a ton of new heroes at once.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I'm still getting used to each one. Like I got Twin Fiend, I got Praetus, I got Hatset, I got like more Ajaxes. Like all of these guys you try to get in the course of like 3 months.
Right?
I got them all in like 7 days.
In like a week. It's mad. So yeah, if you've got a Hatset, where's your Hatset? She's not a Piercer.
I know, she's Nightmare. I tapped the entire wrong thing here.
Hatset.
She would make sense in the comp.
Yeah, and then you get rid of Boreas and you bring in Reeve.
Occult is like Rev, yeah.
Yeah.
And that will make a competent team.
Yeah.
A doable team. I just like how Hatset has a smart... Oh, I still don't even realize to myself that I have a Hatset.
Just why?
Like, that's where I'm at right now.
Why did I... Yeah, why did I...
I don't know why you did it. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm grateful for you.
What? Well, let's put it this way.
But
I think this is more helpful for the viewers because we're trying to show them how to build teams, and
we're making teams that are actually getting tough.
Even if I lose, which at this point I think I'm going to lose horrifically.
I don't know because I am having a. Oh, you know what? There is still a challenge though. You also have higher level demons than I do.
Yeah.
In just about every scenario. So that does make an interesting challenge.
Yeah. You know, we are going to BP match. So basically what we're going to do on affiliations is whatever 5 BP that Mike's got, you know, I will then match because my highest affiliation is higher than Mike's highest affiliation, and that's just not fair.
By far.
Like,
by far. She is. I've seen the numbers, folks. It doesn't add up to me winning.
It's not fair.
It's violent.
It's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
And the thing that's
it's funny, like when you were like, "Hey, do you have a level 5 axe slaughter?" And I was like, "Oh, I shouldn't even check." I know the answer is no.
No. And the thing is what I find so funny is like I'm a low P BP member of my guild, and it's like I'm constantly like, oh, I'm so little.
Insert the this is the closest I get to the Shire meme from like 7 videos ago. This is why I do not make these videos saying I am the greatest GvG player. I'll make the content to show you guys my thought process, and then Slate comes in to tell me I'm completely wrong.
No.
Use this team instead. And this is how it works. It works great for me because now I have a chance at winning.
No, but I think the thing is, it's like it's weird how much knowledge I've learned from my guild in terms of these kind of things. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, if any of them see this video and see the comps that I have made, they are going to roast me so much.
But to be fair though, how can they like they're gonna roast you because that's just the nature of the game.
It's hilarious.
But given the team units you have and the time we're doing this in, this isn't something where like
I bet this would be like,
and you're also doing an epics only video, epics only content every day, like on top of a life. It's understandable that
what is a life? What is a life?
Yeah.
I think I'm stuttering now.
I'm still laughing at the fact that I did not use Hatsit for anything. Like when I tell you, I'm still understanding that I have heroes. I'm like, oh yeah, I do have, and I just went and did Gear Energy 2 and just skyrocketed like yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I have the champions now. And just went and ripped through a whole bunch of the content.
But like, you've had an insane week.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was so nuts. I had to put a counter on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, genuinely. And not even like, oh, I just got X amount of legendaries. You got X amount of game-changing legendaries. Like, one of those would be like, holy cow, I got this hero.
Exactly. So it's still like the area I gotta get better at that. But at the same time, I won't let that be an excuse. I'm still gonna improve and continue to grind because I do want to be one of the best GvG players to come. I want to say there's a lot more work that I gotta do.
You're glitching.
But I'm gonna keep. Dude, I'm glitching. I'm 8-bitting. Oh Lord. Well, you know what? I know what it is.
It's backing up again.
And it is. It literally was. So I would tell y'all, for y'all that don't know, just to mention this really briefly, I'm a videographer by trade, and my computer constantly tries to back up data because I have so much data. It's 22 terabytes of video footage, and it keeps trying to update it when it feels like I'm not doing anything on my screen, like I'm not moving the mouse, not opening something. So it consistently tries to upload tons of data at once when I'm trying to do a live stream of content. So
if it's a bit glitchy, guys, we apologize.
It crashes. It crashes. It should be better now, but this is, I probably screenshot it 2 or 3 times already.
That's the team
for the culture. That is the team for the final group. Now, I think that it's actually a decent team. Hollow's got her work cut out for her. Regulus is going to be there fighting for dear life, but
it's good.
It's a usable team.
It's a usable team. Yeah. That, I'm going to just tell the viewers, is 3 hours later since we started this collab. It was meant to be a quick one. It was meant to be a little short, sweet, oh, we'll just make it a little hour. Yes, I'll stay up late. It's fine. 3 hours later.
3 hours later, easily. I'm so sorry, Slay. I just realized it's like midnight for you right now.
It's fine. We have too much fun. Basically, that's the problem. We laugh too much. It's too much fun. How I'm going to edit this down to a 20-minute video, I have no idea. Genuinely.
You might have to live stream the video playing.
Genuinely, it might just be the full unedited.
Just press start on the video player.
By the time it's finished, we get the live. Yeah.
Giving y'all a preview of the comps while we put the comps together. Also, while Slate put together most of my comps, because you saw my comps were doing terrible. But you know what? This is all Infernal content, and I do wonder who's going to take the trophy, or at least the PNG that I made for this. So we're gonna work and make this happen. This has been Mortal Mike, and I'm on Slate's video doing the exit for some reason. I don't know why.
I love it. I love the fact that you're doing the outro to my video.
I can roll right into it too. Wait, should I do it? I can do it. I'm game to do it. Like,
I'm loving it.
So outro. All right, so y'all have just seen the teams that we'll put together for the first GvG Faction Brawls. There are limits, there are challenges, but there will also be lessons learned, and there will be fun. Who will take the gold PNG file for the first GvG Faction Brawls? We do not know yet. Stay tuned today. You will view it. It is going to be at 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. And I think that is 6 to 8 p.m. on her time frame, where she is at as well. But if you want to know how to watch it at your own time frame, click the notification bell. Go to our screens, click live, and click the notification bell so you can see it, and it'll automatically tell you when it happens in your time frame. I do hope to see you there in the chat or in the comments telling me how terrible a team I had, and then she made it a better team, and it's still crazy for GvG.
It's still bad.
It's still bad. But I want to see what y'all's perspectives are. Should we do a second version? We've already had content creators that said they want to get involved in it before we've done the first battles. So happy for it. I'm hyped for it. Slate, I know you're looking forward to it as well.
I'm so excited. I just love the fact you're doing my outro.
Look, we're cooking. When I tell you, when we spend 3 hours, I'm this revved up. I gave blood today. I don't understand how I have this much energy right now. I don't know. But it's just been Mortal Mike and the awesome Slate over here. Awesome Slate. Thank you for allowing me to come on here and have fun on your channel. And I cannot wait for GvG Brawl coming up later today. Looking forward to seeing y'all there. This has been Mortal Mike and the Awesome Slate. Take care. Peace.
I just thought you were going to do my outro.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, I should have.
I just say that's going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. So until then, take care and bye for now.
That's going to be it for now. This is Mortal Mike and Slate. I will see you guys sometime today. That's it for now. Ta-ta. Bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye. Gosh, I butchered that.
That's going in the bloopers.
Why did I say ta-ta?